Sigma Empath testing is similar to stretching a rubber band till it snaps and impacts you. Even while it may first seem like nothing has happened, one's skin may afterwards experience severe stinging. They could also play someone else's game in silence, but they might also give the impression that they are useless to the one who is testing them. Even though any of these outcomes may be bad, Sigma Empaths never regret it. And this is the main reason why testing them is a grave error. 10. Sigma Empaths may make someone feel foolish. Testing a Sigma Empath might make the person feel foolish for attempting to toy with them, much like pushing a car into the sea. Sigma Empaths will never cease making someone feel careless because they want others to understand that disturbing someone's calm was not intended to be their concern. The individual could later regret their actions. They dislike being put to the test because they feel as though their abilities are being minimized. Sigma Empaths also dislike boasting about who they are, but occasionally they need to defend themselves against others who despise them. Are you ready to endure other people's foolishness if you were in their position? No, of course not. Therefore, Sigma Empaths make the person testing them feel foolish for toying with them rather than feeling awful about themselves. 9. Sigma Empaths have a tendency to lose their tolerance. Sigma Empaths don't have as much tolerance as you may believe. Sigma Empaths might completely lose their patience after being challenged for a time and begin acting differently toward the person who messed with them. Yes, they may be affable and soft-spoken, but if they feel that something has gone too far, they won't think twice about hurting the other person by displaying their bad traits. They accept the many emotions they could have in a certain scenario since they are not flawless. Sigma Empaths do not suppress their emotions since they understand that if they do, others will perceive this as a weakness and may use it. Freedom of speech is a technique to process emotions and gain control of a situation, not a sign of selfishness. 8. Sigma Empaths can demonstrate their superiority. The worst persons Sigma Empaths meet in their life are narcissists since they always believe they are better than every other personality. Sigma Empaths beg to differ with these individuals, however, since they are aware that these narcissists are only self-assured when they believe their victim is simpler to control. Sigma Empaths display their superiority as a shield against abuse because they view narcissists as a danger. Despite how crude it may sound, they do not show respect to those who treat them badly as well. Showing superiority also demonstrates that Sigma Empaths are ungrateful and will constantly be on alert against negativities, regardless of how narcissists put them to the test. The fact that they will never again have access to their life will make narcissists regret trying Sigma Empaths. 7. Sigma Empaths are capable of negative reinforcement. Testing someone entails making them do an unpleasant task. Sigma Empaths respond to this by returning the negativity that the tester has brought. They think that by exchanging the same energy, they may make the other person realize that humans are not toys to be played with and give them a taste of their medication. Sigma Empaths actually cause even more harm and bad energy to the target in order to trap them and impart the lesson that not everyone can tolerate abuse equally. The intention here is not to turn poisonous, but to really demonstrate to someone that they need to alter their conduct by going through the same suffering that they caused to the helpless. As a consequence, the offender will consider what happened and, if they are motivated to do so, try to improve the situation. 6. Sigma Empaths can reveal the person testing them. Sigma Empaths find it simple to expose toxic or negative persons because the majority of people support them. Sigma Empaths will take use of it to quickly raise consciousness that the subject in question is a warning sign. They dislike these poisonous individuals who continue to put others to the test in an effort to exacerbate others' mental health issues. Sigma Empaths attempt to warn others not to fall for these poisonous people's deceptive strategies as much as possible. As a result, the toxic person who has been revealed may feel embarrassed of themselves and may believe that they are no longer able to dominate others because of their established poor reputation. Even if you were to get insults and threats from the poisonous individual, would you still expose them? Be fearless and unyielding like a Sigma Empath. Number 5. Sigma Empaths have the power to render someone unlovable. Being undeserving of love is among the worst feelings anybody can experience, and Sigma Empaths are expert at giving this emotion to those who continue to try their tolerance and endurance. Sigma Empaths find it extremely upsetting to have their personal space invaded and cannot understand why people are testing them. Sigma Empaths will also make these toxic individuals believe that their toxic features make them undeserving of anyone's affection in order to make them understand what an awful thing they have done. Knowing that the person who injured them is likewise receiving what they deserve will make Sigma Empaths feel better. Sigma Empaths are carrying out what may appear to be harmful retaliation in order to demonstrate to others that life is not all about them. 4. Sigma Empaths have the ability to separate from anyone. For Sigma Empaths, social exclusion and separation are nothing new. They are taking this preventative action. They take measures to obstruct those who lack respect for them and others. Sigma Empaths will recover, find calm, and locations that will restore their sanity as they separate and withdraw. They will never communicate with the folks that put them to the test since they are no longer wanted in their lives. Sigma Empaths will fortify and strengthen their boundaries, so they will be compelled to keep their distance and refrain from approaching them for assistance. Sigma Empaths will completely sever their connection with these individuals and forget about them. Sigma Empaths think that testing them was a grave error since it merely shows that the person did not have faith in them from the start. 3. Sigma Empaths have the capacity to influence those who are testing them. Ironically, Sigma Empaths are skilled at manipulating others and imitating their bad habits. The difference between Sigma Empaths and other empaths is that they are only utilizing mirroring and manipulating to track down and control the person who caused the mayhem. Both of these bad actions are a result of trauma they have previously suffered. The placement of those poisonous individuals will give Sigma Empaths the power to subdue them and force them to do as they choose. They might be completely exiled from their lives or lured to be rectified. As a result, when manipulating that person, they may cause anxiety, hostility, or even fear of control. Last but not least, that individual will have a negative, threatening opinion of the Sigma Empaths. 2. Sigma Empaths find it difficult to accept an apology. Accepting an apology can be challenging, especially if the injury was intentional. Sigma Empaths have made such terrible errors because they are aware that the individuals assessing them are eager to harm them. Sigma Empaths may beg for forgiveness, but there's a good possibility they won't ever accept their justification or apologies. They think there was no justification for forgiving someone who intended to sabotage their peace. Bringing down others is an awful act, and unless it was done accidentally, there is no opportunity for forgiveness. In the end, Sigma Empaths always opt to forget all the bad memories rather than forgive them in order to go on and recover happily. 1. Sigma Empaths may harm anybody with the truth. Sigma Empaths employ facts to make toxic individuals come to their senses since the plain truth is never easy to accept. Even if the truth may be painful, it must be said, especially to those who continue to live in delusion and dream worlds since it gives them the idea to test those they perceive as weak. Sigma Empaths want to put a stop to this delusion so that these individuals may confront reality and realize that they are not the only ones with the capacity to be dominating and in charge. The ultimate objective of this situation is to teach these poisonous individuals how to be humble and treat everyone fairly. Don't interfere if you have any doubts about someone's ability. Instead, encourage them to develop and stay motivated until they can eventually realize their full potential. Testing someone is like pulling an immature fruit off its tree. If it isn't allowed to ripen normally, the fruit will taste sour. What do you consider to be the most effective means of releasing someone's strength?